Dear friends, Carl Jung spoke of shadow work and healing. However, Carl cleverly skirted over the deeper truth. The brutal process the physical, emotional, and mental bodies must endure before true healing can even begin. Much like so many modern healing practices today, grand promises are made, but reality remains far harsher. Why? Because few dare to mention the crucible of pain, discipline, and honesty the soul must pass through before it can reach even a semblance of release. In Carl's case, at least, he had reached an awareness through his extensive study and self-reflection that allowed him to finally grasp, to call an ego back to its destined path. There are steps the ego must undergo first before results begin to manifest. As much as any one of us might be eager to identify, confront, and release these shadows of our past selves in order to heal and become balanced and healthy versions of ourselves, because that is the only way we can have fulfilling and successful lifestyles and relationships. The road to these higher versions of ourselves is by no means an easy and rosy garden path. No, in fact, it is a hard, treacherous, emotional roller coaster that demands absolute discipline, courage, integrity, and truth. All attributes that most of us have long since lost in our youth, and now stand hopeless against the task that beckons our souls forward. She could no longer be her true self. She must either hide it or disregard it in present company. Layla had willingly entered a prison, and now her wits for survival were her keeper, and her mind the key to the lock. She named this process soul-searching, for she believed that every human soul carries the answers to the questions the mind may conjure. The best way to survive among such social and cultural contradictions was to live as best as one can with a clean and content conscience. Healing suggests there is a return to who you were before, but Layla knew there is no before. There's only what you become when the performance ends. Are we not done performing like monkeys for society yet? Instead of evolving, where so many great minds once fought for freedom of thought, we have regressed. Social media has become our new zoo, and we are the animals behind the gilded screens, judged and poked by an endless audience. When Jung asked humanity to confront its shadows, those shadows were born of cultural suppression and fear. But now, our shadows are manufactured, inflamed by insecurities, by the magnification of mental fractures, by a society drowning in vanity, greed, and illiteracy. And what do we call it? Healing. We are raising a future not in libraries or temples, but in cages of judgment and performance. Layla shared her pain on the pages of history. Meanwhile, the world continues performing. An awakening is happening, a reckoning is unfolding, and some wounds, they are not meant to close. They were meant to stay open, so the light can finally get in.